talk about language, literature, and how pop culture shapes who we are. And of course, I won't be alone today. I have my fellow pop culture nerds joining with me. First of all, we have Keyra.
Hello.
We have Jihan.
Hi.
We have Scenna.
Hi.
And last but not least, we have Ghea.
Hello.
So first of all, a very huge thank you to you guys for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
And quick question, what is one pop culture object that you guys are literally into these days?
Oh, alright. Okay, so for me personally, I am still not over the Taylor Swift's torture quotes department era. So because I'm not okay, guys. I'm telling you, like, literally.
Okay, but for me, I've been really deep into that Bridget universe.
Okay, well, I am just reread a fanfiction while the lead becomes a vampire. So what a life changing.
For me, I finished that on BTS post a year ago during his meta service. I didn't know no way.
I think a lot of fans of people have been there. I really love this energy already. But let's get a little bit more serious. But please feel free to feel a bit more fun. So after this, we'll each talk about an article that we have already read and how it connects to one big question, which is, what are the positive and negative effects of how pop culture is on the youth generation? Okay, so allow me to go first. An article that I recently read is about how pop culture in media exactly could be a form of curricular text. So I read an article on the series Abbott Elementary. I'm sure that you guys have heard about it. So for watchers that haven't, it is a series on Netflix, Hulu, Prime, and probably a few cuts on YouTube. And it is a very light-hearted and humor-filled series. But at the same time, they talk about real-world issues like underfunded schools, teachers being burned out, and strict policies in education fields. And this show is somewhat like a pedagogy for watchers. So that actually means while we entertain, it also acts as an education field for us, even though we do not realize it. And the show becomes kind of a classroom where the viewers could learn about justice, equity, and things like that, but once again, in a very, very fun way. What's quite interesting about this particular series is that not like stereotypical or typical probably series that we watch out there. It is made through the lens of Black women educators. And by this, the article also talks about something called the multi-perspective analysis, which is actually just a very fun way of saying that we should look at media in a lot of ways possible, like why it was made, how it was made, and especially who made it. And I think it's just a very powerful series for us to be able to watch and be entertained by it, but also be really educated and really open our eyes on what is actually happening out there. So I think that is all about my article. So let's switch to you, Keyra. How about you?
So, alright, so I read this article titled An Analysis of Figurative Languages in Taylor Swift's Midnight album. And basically, in the article, Taylor uses so many figurative languages, such as metaphors, similes, hyperboles, and for example, in her lyrics is it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah. So I believe we have sung the lyrics at some point because it is that popular. So anyway, the article relates to the findings of how figurative language can make people find their personal identity and how youth can express their emotions, and even how these lyrics can be impactful for someone to learn English figurative language. And but sometimes I actually think that people tend to romanticize sadness a little bit too much, you know.
Like making heartbreak your entire personality.
Yeah, that's right. That's my point. So I think figurative language can make some songs be popular because the usage of the use of figurative language in the lyrics that makes people relate so much. I think that is the impact of figurative language.
And that's very interesting because that's really about critical thinking on a song that almost all of us have heard about.
Yes, actually Taylor Swift is one of my best songs.
Really?
Same for me.
I think we're all Swifties here.
Yes, actually.
Exactly.
Next on, we have our Twitter feed. What's up with the Twitter account at West Enthu? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, thank you for Twitter great. I took that as a compliment, Miss Amare. Okay, so basically, not gonna lie, this article was super chef's kiss. Okay, so it's called Linguistic Patterns Among Pop Culture in Western Auto Base that at West End. So West End is Western enthusiasts. Okay. So enthusiasts is like the fans of Western things, Western entertainment, something like that. And basically the article tells about how youth feel connected, feel like to express themselves through the Western entertainment, like the shows, the songs, or everything about Western pop culture, of course.
So like drop your favorite unrated movie yang bikin nangis please.
Yes, that's one of the examples. So the youth usually they use the code mixing or slang or also the informal language, and there's of course the positive effect, right? So the positive effect here is youth show that they can blend the languages, like the example that Jihan said before. So it blend the language between Indonesian and English, right? And also the negative one, there's also the negative effect. The youth may become too immersed in slang language, so they can impact their formal skill language. Okay, so through this impact for their formal language or subcultural norms, so they can exclude others. So I'm really sorry, I can say that if you don't know the slang, if you don't like the slang, so sorry, you are out of the group chat. Like that.
Oh, I see. So it's gatekeeping by
Yes,
grammar.
by grammar.
We've all been there, I guess.
Yeah.
And now, Jian, the fanfic analyst. Am I right?
Yes.
So hit us with that Jimin fanfic.
Okay, so alright, I just read the K-pop idols on Infocus of Applied Linguistics. So the article is show that about how fan is write fanfiction constructors the idols. So for example, like Jimin in the BTS. Based on different views, these fans write him as a soft but also dominant.
So it means that it's kind of dreamy but also empowering.
Yes, exactly. It's give fans space to explore identity, but this article also warns against fetishizing or making idol symbols for the fantasies they aren't real. Like they are actually people, but not in characters in their head.
Right?
Right. Yep. So I read an article about an analysis of slang among K-popers on X. So it focuses on one of BTSV's posts during his Twitter surface, and it hits over 700 comments. And then you guys probably know Army, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they say stuff like Hatia, that means honey, darling in Korean to show their intimacy to the idol. And then also, oh my god, he's so hot. I can work for him. Oh, yeah. So it is like to show their expression in exactly a good way to show their attraction toward the idol. So like basically an excited dog toward the owner.
Okay, but I have to be honest, I'm the one of the army.
Oh,
So,
the army is your bias. Okay.
Okay, but even though I'm an army,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit confused why you guys bark like that.
I think probably because you guys know that idols often perform with the color hair and the very style.
Yes.
But when it comes to major surface, they go bald.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a very moment, and they think that, oh my god, even though he is bald, he's still handsome as
That's okay. That's okay.
But I'm not saying that people with bald hair are not good looking.
Okay.
So it is like some kind of secret language.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So it is like inside jokes. So they use them to communicate with other K-popers, and they use it to strengthen the bond. But it's also a bit misunderstood on side because maybe it seems like creamy.
Maybe for outsiders who doesn't really get the context, some of them would actually concept it as creepy. I'm sure that all of you have also read negative comments on this post that actually highlight those other subjects that, once again, they don't really understand about. So, wow. So across all these articles, like from mine at the elementary to Keyra's about midnight,
Yeah.
to from fanfics to slangs, it is very clear actually that pop culture is quite powerful. And it really helps the youth generation to express themselves, like explore identity and also build community. And I kind of think that it also comes with a few risks, like miscommunication, like what Ghea has mentioned, and over-identification. And also like raising real people behind fandoms, am I right?
Yeah. So it's like our superpowers and also our kryptonite. Wow.
Okay, that was actually a very, very insightful discussion on pop culture. And once again, thank you very much for joining me today.
So thank you.
We are excited.
I enjoyed my time very much, and I hope that our audience at home watching this video or listening to our podcast would really love this side of us too. So, whether you're a Swiftie or I'm sorry, whether you're a Swiftie or probably a K-pop fan or a mockumentary fan like me, or probably all of the above, remember, pop culture is probably a very entertaining thing for you guys, but pop culture could also be very, very good for your critical thinking exercise. And also remember that being entertained could go hand in hand to being educated. So I think that wraps up our discussion today. Once again, I'm Amare Amodia. With me is Keyra, Jihan, Scenna, and Ghea. And See you on our next Talk Culture podcast. Bye bye.
Bye.